Katie Price, the iconic British media personality whose life has been a whirlwind of glamour, controversy, and unfiltered honesty, recently laid bare the stark contrasts that define her existence. In a raw and revealing interview, she delved into the profound sense of isolation that plagues her despite the spotlight's relentless glare. At 47, Price, once known as Jordan, the glamour model who skyrocketed to fame in the pages of tabloids and on reality television, confessed that beneath the veneer of celebrity lies a woman grappling with deep-seated loneliness. This admission came not in isolation but intertwined with a fresh salvo in her long-standing feud with fellow celebrity Myleene Klass, highlighting the cutthroat underbelly of the entertainment world that Price knows all too well. The interview, conducted in a moment of unguarded vulnerability, began with Price's pointed critique of the honors bestowed upon her contemporaries. She zeroed in on Myleene Klass, the classically trained pianist and television presenter who, at the same age of 47, recently received an MBE, a member of the Order of the British Empire, for her commendable efforts in women's health advocacy, raising awareness about miscarriage and extensive charitable work. Price's reaction was characteristically blunt and laced with profanity, a hallmark of her no-holds-barred communication style. "I'm not against this for her, but why the F*** has Myleene Klass got an MB? For playing the classical piano?" she exclaimed, her words dripping with incredulity and a touch of bitterness. This outburst wasn't merely a personal jab, it served as a launchpad for a broader indictment of the entertainment industry's systemic flaws. Price painted a picture of an ecosystem riddled with nepotism, superficial alliances, and performative accolades. "This industry is so corrupt," she asserted, her voice carrying the weight of decades spent navigating its treacherous waters. "They have the same managers, they're all clones. They all win MBEs and are fronting TV. But behind the scenes they're worse than we are. Turds are what they are." Her metaphor of clones evokes the homogeneity she perceives among the elite, a cadre of polished figures who recycle the same handlers, echo similar narratives, and ascend through invisible ladders of favoritism. It's a scathing commentary on how public personas often mask private hypocrisies, with those in the limelight projecting an image of benevolence while engaging in behaviors far removed from the charity they champion. Price's use of turds underscores her disdain, reducing these figures to base, unrefined elements in a gilded machine that rewards conformity over authenticity. Yet, amid this fiery rhetoric, Price pivoted to a revelation that humanized her in profound ways, stripping away the armor of her brash exterior. She admitted to a pervasive loneliness that fame has only amplified, a sentiment that resonates with many in the public eye who trade privacy for adoration. "It is a sad, lonely world," she reflected, her tone shifting from combative to contemplative. "You question the friendships. Why are they actually your friend? There are a lot of trust issues." This confession stems from a pivotal breakdown she experienced in 2021, a low point that forced a reckoning with her social circle. The entertainment world, with its transient connections and opportunistic relationships, had left her besieged by doubt. Were these bonds genuine, forged in shared joy and adversity, or mere transactions fueled by her celebrity status? The trust issues she describes are not abstract. They are the scars of betrayals accumulated over years of media scrutiny and personal turmoil. In the aftermath of that breakdown, Price took decisive action, pruning her life of those who sowed uncertainty. "After my breakdown, I got rid of anyone in my life who I had a question mark against," she shared. "It's the best thing I ever did. I've just got a handful of friends like Carrie Katona." This purge was liberating, a cathartic shedding of toxic influences that allowed her to cultivate deeper, more reliable connections. Carrie Katona, another reality TV stalwart who has weathered her own storms of addiction, legal battles, and public vilification, stands as a testament to the solidarity found among survivors of the fame game. Their friendship, built on mutual understanding of the industry's cruelties, offers Price a rare anchor in a sea of superficiality. It's a reminder that true companionship often emerges from shared vulnerability rather than shared spotlights. Price's narrative extended beyond the present, weaving in threads from her formative years and the harrowing experiences that shaped her resilience. She recounted being sexually assaulted twice before she even turned 16, violations that shattered her innocence and left indelible marks on her psyche. These assaults, occurring in an era when societal support for survivors was even more inadequate, compounded the challenges of her early modeling career. Page 3 of The Sun catapulted her into notoriety, but it also exposed her to exploitation and objectification on a massive scale. Later, during a trip to South Africa, she endured a terrifying carjacking, An incident that thrust her into physical danger and underscored the precariousness of life even for those insulated by fame. The assailant's aggression, the fear of the unknown, and the subsequent trauma echoed the vulnerabilities of her youth, reinforcing a pattern of survival against odds stacked high. Despite these shadows, Price's reflections carried a thread of gratitude, particularly for her upbringing. Raised in a working-class family in Brighton, she credits the grounded values instilled by her mother, Amy, and the coastal town's unpretentious vibe for her unyielding spirit. Despite everything, Katie said she remains grateful for her upbringing and determined to move forward, capturing her ethos of perseverance. This determination manifests in her multifaceted career, from authoring best-selling autobiographies that dissect her life's highs and lows, to her ventures in equestrianism, where she has championed horse welfare amid her own stable's management, to her role as a mother of 5, navigating co-parenting with ex-partners amid custody battles and public judgments. Her story is a microcosm of the fame paradox. The elevation to icon status brings material wealth and influence but erodes personal security. Price's openness about mental health, her battles with PTSD, depression, and the 2021 breakdown, positions her as an inadvertent advocate, destigmatizing conversations around celebrity fragility. In reigniting the feud with class, she not only vents but illuminates power imbalances. Class's MBE for piano and philanthropy contrasts with Price's overlooked contributions to body positivity, disability awareness, as a wheelchair user post-accident, and single motherhood representation. Why, Price implicitly asks, do some narratives garner knighthoods while others are dismissed as tabloid fodder?